So I have a filter that every month I change the date, right, where the status
Hmm.
is less than or equal to the previous month.
The month, the
Yeah, the
previous month,
previous
yeah.
month, yeah. I don't include anything that has SWO. I omit a few activities like break time, shop meetings, because usually these ones don't have anything in there that's material based, and there are
Right.
no
Okay.
charge. Yeah, so that's that. Um, I also uh, don't include anything other than is it well, I only include things that are service response approved. So
Okay.
that's it. So service response approved means that it went through the supervisor, the technician, and Al, more than likely Al or one of the tech coordinators.
Okay.
One of the department coordinators, like Esther, for example, or Anne Louise or Brooke. So once this to me this means that they're ready to go. But I do a couple of checks. One check I do is I go billing type equals manual cost, and every month I find 1 to 3 that people forgot to enter a manual cost. So I run a report. I select all, and I run the wobber, and I take a quick look here on the manual field here.
And if you find empties,
Yeah, then I notify the person. So like today I found I already ran it before in the morning. I found sign shop. Steven forgot, whoever was doing the work order forgot to enter a value in the manual cost. So
yeah, I saw the email.
yeah, so that's that. I found it here, so it shouldn't be here anymore because I set it back to technically completed, and I notify the user that they must enter a value. All right. The other thing I check manually is see if people are missing anything in their, well, let's get rid of this filter, no billing type. I select all. I go to labor cost, and I check for somebody who's ever missing a chargeback rate.
Oh,
So
like the first one.
like the first one, yeah. So I left it here so you could see it. So
Okay.
this person, Jose Mendez, is missing that, and it has to do with plumbing. So Jose Mendez is carpenter. So why did Jose
Send this.
Mendez? Yeah,
Uh, can we check? Uh, do you have access to Mem?
I do
Because I
not.
think I think he's no longer with us. Can you paste the ID number? I can look him up real quick,
Oh,
see
sure.
if he's still active.
Yeah. Who was he with? Was he a carpenter or plumber?
Let me check real quick.
Okay.
Let me go to Mem and I'll look him up.
I usually just look at the trade of the work order and then, 120, 125, 53.
Billy Trace. What is this? Jesus Mendez is not Jesus. Your neighbor?
I think he has a brother with the same name working in the same place.
Oh, is that him? No, but this is an old ID.
This one says
Jose
trade
Mendez.
is carpenters, shape plumbing grant, 2023. Um, what was this about?
I think this is Jesus.
Is it Jesus? Okay. So he put some.
Let me check if he's
So he
in.
put some time in. Does he not have a trade? Maybe.
He has a trade, but he might not be. Oh, here he is. Yeah, he's in the team.
What team is it?
Is he in Carp? Let me see. Yeah, he's in Carp.
He's in Carp. Okay.
Let me check what kind of access he has to see if it's the brother or Jesus.
Yeah,
But this is an old ID, so isn't his brother kind of new?
I don't think so. I think they have the same name though. One is
Yeah.
Jose Jesus, the next one is
So
Jose.
he has a lot of access.
So this is admin?
He has access to the president's dashboard, the PM's
Okay.
warehouse, carb lead, time card admin. I think this might be Jesus.
Okay, so I'm gonna set it as a carp, what, carp admin or just carp? There, wow, there's,
He is just a user in the teams. I mean he's just a regular team member.
okay. It says overtime though.
Ah,
I'll just set it as carp, it's okay.
okay. Yeah, he's carp. At least in plan on he shows in his profile as
Okay,
carp.
okay, so this one, go back, refresh. Okay, they're all there. Okay, so that's another thing that I check. Otherwise, Lisa would have been like, "Hey, this work order, what's going on?" You know. Um,
Yeah.
so okay, so now we're ready. Now we just create billing lines, and there's only like 600 something work orders, not too many.
Okay.
So I'm gonna pause this while that happens. Recording. Okay, so while that is processing, I send an email to Lisa. Ah, Lisa Bauer, and in that email, basically you just say, hey Lisa, you know we have this many work orders, this many transactions, so I gotta go back and look at that.
Okay.
But usually the emails that go out will have these files that are created from the Pete, and I'll show you how to do that
Right.
pretty soon. And a
Yeah.
couple of reports, analysis reports that she likes,
Yeah.
and then the auto-generated reports. So
Yeah.
yeah, so that's typically about what, five, six files maybe. Yeah, six, 7 files every month. So let's go back here. It's still going. So let's just put a pause and wait.
Yep.
So it looks like it went through all that, created all those billing lines. You say create, and it'll give you. Oh, at the end you have to scroll down. Yeah, it's still going. Wow, it's a lot of transactions. It's only 605 orders, but it looks like it's creating a lot of things.
Yeah, it's probably an exponential number because each one of those work orders has a whole bunch of
Yeah,
other
many
transactions in it.
transactions. Yeah, looks like it. Either that or it created them already, since it never does a close button. You know.
So how
Um,
do you know when to close this, or do you just close it and
no, it should have. Usually, if something comes up, let's wait a little. Oh, it's still in the background. See how it's still running in the back? So let's wait.
oh yeah, yeah, I see the
There,
little
there
circle.
must be there must be a lot of, yeah. Usually it tells you there. It tells you that
Ah, there.
for each order, it tells you how many lines it created of billing lines.
Cool.
See, like all those per order.
Yeah,
This one
yeah.
had like a ton right here. So it gives you a nice little rundown. All right, so now you can close this, and now you can close this. Now you can go to order month and billing, go to billing. There's a filter there for billing lines in draft. And what I
Can I
do,
see that filter?
yeah, basically where the status is. Um, where
Oh,
the
that's a baked
status
in
is.
filter.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Status equal to draft. And so this gives you a chance to kind of overview them, make sure they're okay. And then we change them all to validated. When they're validated, I'm going to run the reports for Lisa from here. And then I'm doing Pete, and Pete will generate the back-end reports.
Okay.
And that's how we kind of do that. But it seems to be running okay. Usually this doesn't take long. Alright, so we're finished with that. Now I'm going to change the filter to validated. I'm going to select all, and I'm going to create two reports. One is the Lisa month-end analysis. It's basically an Excel file.
Uh-huh.
It just says that there's more than 500 records in there. And the other one is this Lisa month-end material details.
Okay.
And she does some analysis of her own with those things. So that's that. So now that they're validated, I can go to Pete, and I can run this chargeback export. Click run. Gonna open the WinSCP tool. I'm also going to grab those two reports, connect to the prod Pete. And see how I generated these two files here?
Yeah.
Those are text files, and it also generates some CSVs. If it's 0 kilobytes, means it doesn't have anything in there, so you don't give them
Empty.
that file. Yeah. So then, but you give them these other three files. So I'll go here to my plan. Usually I put everything under the P drive. 2025 month end, regular orders, June. So
Yeah,
you'll find
create a
them
new
all the way from 2019. You'll find the files in there.
Yeah. Cool.
And basically, I just grab the three that have data in there. Oops, not that one. Those three. I'll also grab the text files, the two that it created. And in here, sometimes you'll be like, oh, I don't see the files. It puts them at the end. You just have to reorganize by date, and it puts them on the top.
Yeah. Cool.
And I'll put the other two files that we did, right? The two Excel files that we created.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then basically you can attach this to the email. do, 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 do. So it attaches them to the email. Got the 2 files. It's got the 2 reports, and then the 3 CSV files. Before I send
Yep.
it, let me do a count and see how many we really did have. On the month-end billing, we had count 1722, and this is for my own, in case I need to go back and refer to something. I got that number, and there were it always does it. And there were 605 work orders. One time I had to go back and bring back all of them, so that I processed wrong. So at least I knew exactly how many I needed to do. Although it's got a stamp, a date stamp, so you can always filter by a date stamp if you mess up and go back and get them. But these ones
Okay.
were ready to be sent to her, so I'll just send them to her. And again, they'll process them, and they'll give me a couple of edits that I need to do to some of them, or some that I need to bring back to technically complete it because they got the wrong, billing type, or they're missing something or whatever.
Cool.
So now let's go back over here. All these ones that are validated, now we can send them to financial system, so that now they're tagged as processed. Okay. Now once these are processed, you can go back to the work orders and admin complete them.
Okay.
So that's the process. So now they're out of people's schedules, they're out of people's views and filters. They're, they're done, but we can always go back and we can always reopen, edit. But Lisa has the final say on those things, since she already. So what she does is she grabs those reports and she sends them to our, the CMS program,
Mm-hmm.
and it requires it in a certain format. And so she kind of looks and makes sure everything's okay. She sends them to CMS. CMS processes them, officially. So our system has to match whatever CMS has. Um, Now they don't allow us to do like a straight through. We can't send them from Planon directly to them. So Lisa has to put them in the right place and check them first, and then sends them. Now there are other universities that they do allow it. Like, I could send this report directly to a CMS system, in other universities. They allow that. But in here they don't, and that's okay. It gives us a chance to verify everything anyways.
Okay.
So, all right, so that's about it. So this will
All right.
process, and when it finishes, I'll go to those work orders, 605 work orders, and I'll admin complete them.
All right. So next month, let's do this again, just so I can get some muscle memory kind of
Yeah, let's do a
thing.
couple of times, 2 or 3 more times, and
Okay.
then we'll see if you can do it.
Yeah. Then I'll do it with you looking over my
Oh,
shoulder.
of course, yeah, yeah. I'm not gonna
Yeah. Yeah.
just hand it to you.
No. No.
Only if I can't do it one time or whatever, I'm out. Or but
Yeah.
for the
Yeah.
most part, I'll still be doing it, and until. But I need to make sure that somebody else knows how.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, that's about
All
it.
right.
All right, have a
All
good
right.
weekend.
Have a good restful fourth, and see you Monday.
All right, see you Monday. Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.